What if the fried chicken you love the most isn't really chicken the way you think it is? What if that crispy golden piece you dip into sauce has been sitting frozen for months, soaked in chemicals, and engineered to make you crave more? Because the truth is, behind every finger-licking good bite at KFC, there's a story most people never hear. And once you know it, you might never look at that bucket the same way again. Welcome to BizWorld Explorer, where we uncover what big brands don't want you to know about the food you eat, the products you trust, and the marketing that shapes your choices. So before you grab another meal from KFC, stay with me till the end, because this story might just change what you call comfort food. The fried chicken illusion. A few months ago, I watched a short video online, a KFC worker showing how their chicken never goes bad. He left a piece of fried chicken in a box for 10 days. No mold, no smell, just the same perfect golden crust. It didn't rot, it just stayed, almost like plastic food made for display. That made me curious. What kind of chicken doesn't decay like normal food? Because real food breaks down. It spoils, it molds, it changes. That's what life does. But food that stays perfect for weeks? That's not nature. That's chemistry. When I started digging deeper, I realized KFC isn't just selling fried chicken. It's selling a science project wrapped in nostalgia. They market freshly prepared chicken, but most of it comes pre-seasoned, pre-breaded, and frozen in industrial plants before it ever reaches your local kitchen. By the time it's fried, it's already gone through more steps than a factory conveyor belt. And yet, every piece looks identical. Same size, same crunch, same flavor. That's not coincidence. That's control. The recipe of control. KFC has always bragged about its 11 secret herbs and spices. But here's the catch. That slogan is from the 1940s. Today's KFC isn't Colonel Sanders in a kitchen. It's a billion-dollar global machine optimized for consistency and cost, not authenticity. So what's really in the chicken? Apart from flour and seasoning, you'll find preservatives, anti-caking agents, MSG, and sodium phosphate. Ingredients that sound like they belong in a chemistry class. Why? Because they extend shelf life, lock in moisture, and trick your taste buds into thinking you're eating something freshly made. It's not cooking. It's engineering addiction. Every crisp bite, every salty crunch is carefully designed to trigger the pleasure center in your brain, the same one that responds to sugar and nicotine. That's why one piece never feels like enough. You want another, and another. You think it's hunger, but it's actually design. The kitchen reality. A former KFC cook once said, "We don't really cook, we assemble." Frozen chicken arrives in giant bags, coated in seasoning dust, waiting to be dropped into hot oil. Even the oil itself isn't changed daily in many outlets. It's reused again and again until it becomes a dark, thick liquid filled with burnt crumbs. That same oil is used to fry hundreds of pieces a day, soaking every meal in layers of old grease and trans fats. Now imagine the sides. Mashed potatoes that start as powdered flakes, gravy made from a dehydrated mix, and biscuits reheated from frozen dough. Everything looks home-cooked, but almost nothing is actually fresh. I once stood near the counter at a busy KFC and watched a worker make mashed potatoes. He poured hot water into a tub of beige powder, stirred it for 30 seconds, and called it done. The smell was closer to glue than food, and people buy it by the bucket. The health cost you don't see. One KFC combo meal, a few pieces of fried chicken, fries, a biscuit, and a drink can easily pass 1,500 calories and 2,000 milligrams of sodium. That's your entire day's salt intake in one meal. Now think about it. Most people eat it multiple times a month. That's how small habits turn into big health problems. KFC's food is designed to taste irresistible in the moment, but it leaves a trail of fatigue, bloating, and sluggishness behind. The grease, the salt, the sugar, all create short bursts of pleasure, followed by long crashes. You think it's just junk food once in a while, but your body remembers every bite. If you're finding this eye-opening, make sure to subscribe to BizWorld Explorer. We reveal the hidden truths behind famous brands and show how marketing manipulates what we eat, wear, and buy. Hit that bell icon, because what's coming next will change the way you see the fast food world forever. Now, back to KFC's secret recipe of profit over health. The marketing trap. KFC's genius isn't just in the food, it's in the story. The friendly Colonel, the red and white logo, the family bucket, all make you feel warm and nostalgic. But nostalgia can be dangerous when it hides reality. That smiling face on the box? It's owned by Yum! Brands, a global fast food giant that also controls Taco Bell and Pizza Hut. The Southern charm they sell is a corporate illusion, designed in a boardroom, not a kitchen. Every ad, every commercial shows comfort, laughter, and family bonding. But they never show what's behind those counters. The machines, the chemicals, the packaging grease seeping through the paper box. Even the slogan, "Finger-lickin' good," plays a psychological trick. It's not about food quality, it's about making you associate messiness with satisfaction. When you lick your fingers, your brain thinks, "That must have been worth it." That's marketing science at work. The hidden cost of convenience. We live in a world where fast food feels easier than real food, but the truth is, convenience always comes with a cost. The oil used in KFC's fryers often contains partially hydrogenated fats, known to raise bad cholesterol and lower the good kind. Even the grilled chicken, marketed as the healthier option, is packed with sodium and artificial flavor enhancers to mimic the fried version. And the drinks? A single large soft drink has more sugar than 3 candy bars. Their famous sweet tea, sounds innocent, can hit nearly 80 grams of sugar in 1 cup. You wouldn't eat that much sugar from a spoon, but you'll drink it because it's labeled tea. Fast food doesn't just hurt your body. It conditions your brain to need it, to chase that next salty sweet hit. The supply chain secret. A few years ago, a journalist visited one of the suppliers that produce chicken for major fast food chains. He described huge factory barns where thousands of birds are raised in confined spaces, injected with growth hormones, and fed antibiotics to survive the conditions. These chickens are bred to grow unnaturally fast, from hatchling to full size in just 6 weeks. By the time they're slaughtered, many can barely stand on their legs. That's the meat that ends up in your bucket. And the irony? It's not even the employee's fault. They just follow the corporate system. Efficiency over ethics, speed over quality. Colonel Sanders himself once complained that the company had lost its way, saying the food no longer tasted like his recipe. But by then, KFC wasn't his brand anymore. It was an empire. The experiment, 1 month without KFC. A close friend of mine decided to quit fast food for a month, starting with KFC. He wasn't trying to prove anything. He just wanted to see if it made any difference. The first few days were brutal. He craved that crunch. He dreamed of the smell. Every drive past a KFC felt like walking by an ex who still had power over him. But something happened around week 2. He stopped craving it. His bloating went away. His skin cleared up. He said he felt lighter, not just in body, but in mind. By the end of the month, he realized that what he missed most wasn't the food. It was the habit. the routine, the emotional comfort that KFC had provided during long days and short breaks. It wasn't hunger, it was attachment. When he finally tried a piece again, he said it didn't taste the same anymore. Too oily, too salty, too fake. That's the power of breaking the cycle. You start to taste the truth. Why we keep going back. If we all know fast food is bad for us, why do we still eat it? Because it's cheap, quick, and everywhere. But the deeper reason? It's designed to be addictive. Every bite of fried chicken is a carefully crafted combination of fat, salt, and sugar. It gives your brain a dopamine rush, just like gambling or scrolling social media. The pleasure fades fast, and you go back for more. And every limited-time item, from donut sandwiches to cheesy wraps, isn't about flavor. It's about buzz. KFC doesn't just sell food. It sells trends, clicks, and curiosity. The bigger picture. This isn't just a KFC problem. It's an entire system where food is treated like a product, not nourishment. Where the goal is to make it last longer, look better, and cost less, even if that means it's barely real anymore. Fast food has become our comfort blanket, but behind that comfort is manipulation. They want you to crave it, not question it. But now, you're questioning it. The real choice. We're not here to tell you to never eat at KFC again. We're here to remind you, you have a choice. The next time you drive past that glowing red bucket, ask yourself, am I hungry or am I just conditioned? Because there's a difference between feeding your hunger and feeding the billion-dollar system that profits from your cravings. You don't need 11 secret herbs and spices to enjoy real food. You just need real ingredients, real care, and real awareness. So maybe, tonight, try something else. Cook your own chicken. Taste what food is supposed to taste like. Your body will thank you, and so will your future. This is BizWorld Explorer, uncovering the truth behind every brand that shapes our world. And if this video opened your eyes, you'll definitely love our previous episode. You think these vegetables are safe? Think again, because the truth about what we eat runs much deeper than you think. Hit that like, subscribe, and share it with someone who loves KFC. Because they deserve to know too. And remember, awareness is the first step toward real change. Until next time, stay curious, stay aware, and keep exploring.